It's the final day, the final game of this first day, 8th game of the day. For those that have stuck with us, you deserve a high five. But for those just tuning in, I'm Daniel Gilman. It is the NCCAA National Championship, 1 versus 8, and the neon green jersey wearing Yellowstone Christian College Lady Centurions get it started with a hot 3 by Karen Orozco. Wow, what a way to start this one, as they won the coin flip to the designated home team against the defending champs, Mid-American Christian Lady Evangels. You heard the PA announcer give you the starting lineups, but I'll give them to you again, as the pass from Alexis Shannon goes to the right side to Shaelin Kaufman. She gets called for a violation alongside Jenna Kaufman, Jessica Fairley, and Oceana Ozani. Those are the 5 for the OKC Gals, as they are up against the team from Billings, Montana, trying to enact some revenge. A 40-point loss right here, right in this exact round last season in a 1-8 matchup has Yellowstone Christian with a chip on their shoulder, and Karen Orozco with range misses this one, as though she's 1 for 2, along with Darielle Evans, Majesty Pelletier, Hannah Hayes, and Alyssa Strickland. The 5 for the team in black and neon green up against the gray jersey wearing Evangels. Rebound ricochets out of bounds off of Yellowstone, and it stays with MACU. Fourth in the nation in offense, 82 points a game for Mid-America, as this offensive rebound picked up by Osani. Another offensive rebound chucked by Shannon, no good. Another offensive rebound. They're just gonna keep adding the total and padding the stats. Coleman from the baseline, this one's good. 3-2 the score now. Keep track of how long the lead is for Yellowstone, because they didn't have it for long the last time these two teams met. It was on March 14th, 2018, and as I mentioned, it was a little ugly. 85-45, as this shot misses, and running quickly is Shaelin Kaufman, the first team all-region member. She drops one in. 4 early points for Kaufman, the senior guard from Dallas. Kaufman making her 25th start of the season. 3rd most on the team. Shannon and Kaufman both making their 31st here in their 32nd game. The Evangels, the #1 seed, won the Central Region over Southwestern Christian 87-70. Moved the record to 22-9 when they played that game just a week ago. Driving from the left. Foul called. And under the hoop, Karen Orozco, the senior from La Quinta, California, will throw it in. The Centurions 12-6 on the season. 12-6 last year when they lost this game. And a jump ball called early gives possession over to the Evangels. 14-8 in the Sooner Athletic Conference for Mid-America Christian. They won the national championship right here last season, making their 3rd straight trip to this tournament. Finished the year in 2018, 24-11 under 3rd-year head coach Hannah Moeller. She was an assistant here in 2011, spent 4 years with Randall University. And her first season here, she took Mid-America Christian right to the national tournament for the first time in 6 years. Now they're making their 5th trip, seeking back-to-back champs. Quick pass inside. Kaufman goes down low, up and under. No call on Shannon's attempt to draw a foul, and it flushed outside to Darielle Evans. Evans, a first team in the region as well, averaged 16-6 last season. Evans this season averaging 15-5, 20th in the nation in scoring. It's Strickland for 3, off to the left, and the rebound brought down. Strong rebound by Alexis Shannon, the junior forward. She's gonna be the one to watch. Alexis Shannon is electric. Transfer from Florida Atlantic University. First team All-American last year. First team All-Region and Player of the Year in the region. And this season, all she's doing is averaging 17.5 points a game and 8 rebounds. Keep an eye on 32. Down low, this is Alexis Shannon. Quick bucket, and it's 6-3. Shannon with the interception. Did I mention I'd say her name a little bit? Her layup, no good. Offensive rebound by Coleman. Already many rebounds, as we've seen 7 offensive rebounds in this game for Mid-America Christian, and the bucket goes to Osiani Ozani. 8-3 the score. Deep three, no good. Picked up by Jessica Fairley. Coleman's running, drops it back to Fairley. Junior from Choctaw, Oklahoma, drops it off to Shaelin Kaufman. And she already has 6 quick points of the team's 10. After a 3-0 lead for Yellowstone, they're outscored 10-0 in the last 3 minutes. Orozco, who had that early 3, drops it off to Strickland. Strickland now 0 for 2 from behind the arc, and the rebound drops to Kaufman. Winner here gets a spot in the semis against Grace College. Yellowstone just trying to keep this a game. The West Region representative didn't have a region championship as this free throw misses. Brandon Rogers in his first season named West Region Coach of the Year after he came over from Grace University in Omaha. Brought over not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 from Grace University to transfer to Yellowstone. As here we have a foul on Shaelin Kaufman, who absolutely trail trucked Yellowstone's number 14. Well, I'll find out in a second who that is for you guys. Strickland to Orozco, double teamed. Fairley comes over for the help. Orozco throws it up with a prayer, and it's answered. 10-5 now, and they end that run. Orozco averaging 18.3 points a game, the team's leading scorer. Deep three with some English, no good, as the shot from Kaufman can't fall. Picked up by the Centurions. Strickland, second team All-Region, another transfer from Grace University. 5 of them have come to play for their coach, Brandon Rogers. Mid-range jumper, offensive rebound, Darielle Evans. Her putback no good. Coleman already with 2 rebounds. Saved in on the deep toss. Down goes a cameraman, picked up by Fairley. Here's Shaelin Kaufman. She brings in air of confidence and a little bit of swagger as well, as Alexis Shannon from the baseline drops it in. 12-5. Shannon's 4 points and 4 rebounds on her way to a double-double. She's got 9 of them this season. Over the back called against Majesty Pelletier. And checking in is Paige Gregory off the bench, number 23. Just a 2-player bench for Brandon Rogers, so things could get troublesome if Yellowstone gets into some foul trouble. Just 2 players on the bench. To the corner, left-hander for 3, that's Kaufman, no good, and it's picked up on 1 bounce by Strickland. 12-5, it's still within shooting distance, and Strickland tries to shoot. She bangs one in on the transition, walking into the 3. Shooters will tell you that's their favorite shot. Coaches will tell you they hate it. Left flank, Denton off the bench. Nevada Denton misses. This one tattooed around and drops out of bounds off of Majesty Pelletier. Also in the game along with Nevada Denton, Shannon, Fairley, Coleman, and Osiani. Mid-range J is good. Alexis Shannon, she's out here ball hawking, nearly picks up the turnover. Shannon is aggressive. She's got 47 steals on the season, now 48 with 1 today. Long throw, they're gonna beat the full court press. Gregory wide open. Too strong, offensive rebound. She's gonna have to back it out. Pelletier No good. And man, Yellowstone wastes an opportunity, but they get the ball back on a travel. YCC was able to break through the full court press, had Gregory off the bench, Paige Gregory with a wide open lane. 3 subs come in for MACU as we see Jessica Fairley back in along with Sydney Wyckoff and Lorelei Salinia. A runner from the left side, no good, off the arm of Darielle Evans. Flying the other way with under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. From 3, deep, Fairley, off the back of the rim, picked up by Orozco. She's got a pair of rebounds to go with her 3. And quick bucket, 5 points for Orozco. Hounded by Sydney Wyckoff, the freshman from Ankeny, Ohio, Iowa, and Wyckoff comes away with the turnover. Nevada Denton, a 3rd-team All-Region as a junior, flying the other way. This is her 3rd trip to the national tournament, and Denton turns it over. Only 2 players for Mid-America Christian on the floor with points. Shannon and Coleman each have 6. 2 players for YCC have points. Orozco and Strickland have 8 combined as YCC trails 14-8. Strickland looks to score again, driving on Fairley. Nice ball fake. Ooh, she couldn't convert. And another travel, 2nd travel in transition. This one goes against Shannon. Quick substitution as Shannon gets a breather. In comes Avery Gregory. So we got a pair of Gregorys. Paige for Yellowstone, number 23. Avery for Mid-America, number 31. Gregory on D against Strickland. Deep 3. Way too strong from Pelletier, the junior guard from Troy, Michigan. You can tell there's a lot of jitters here from Yellowstone. They have not played a game in quite some time. Their last game was February 16th in the win over Oglala Lakota. And they're riding a 4-game winning streak to this 12-6 record. Fairley rejected by Strickland. She picks up the steal. Majesty Pelletier didn't want the ball, gave it back to Alyssa Strickland, the 5'6" senior point guard. 2nd-team All-Region last season. A lot of these players with All-Region nods, I should say this season, pardon me, averaging 12 and 4. And a last-second substitution as Pelletier comes out. In checks in Isabel Erickson, a sophomore hometown girl who went to Billings Christian High School. This one good. Yellowstone gets back on the board with a quick long J. Now they're going to change it to a 3-pointer, it looks like, maybe. We're going to have to wait on that. Evans with the shot. Foot might have been on the line. Currently it's 14-10. See if they change that in the break. Darby Price looking to check in, the big center senior for Mid-America. Trailing by 4. Yellowstone just keeping it a game here against the defending champs. But a lazy turnover down in the corners, the bowels of the MACU bench. Left side. Holding on to it is Wyckoff. No, pardon me, that's Denton. Now Wyckoff. Double teamed in the corner. Good trap. In some trouble. Fairley finds Denton. Denton's 3 is true. Shot clock is off. It's 17-10. Strickland takes it up. They can take their time. 17 on the clock. Instead, they go to shoot quickly. A bit questionable, but it counts. Darielle Evans with the bucket. 17-12, Mid-America. Shuffling of the feet again. That's a travel, and YCC gets a 2-for-1 in a way no one expected. Here's the sub as Price comes in for Salinia. All right, pass comes into Orozco. She's got 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Between the legs, she dribbles, but a diving stop by Wyckoff ends the quarter. Athletic play by the freshman who just turned it over, Sydney Wyckoff. And that puts an end to the opening frame. 17-12 the score as we head into quarter 2. Bit more competitive than some people thought, I bet. As we'll take a quick break and come back with the second quarter of action from the nccaa.org. A well-played first quarter in a matchup that some thought might be one-sided after the 40-point win in this rematch here. It's only a 5-point game, an early turnover by YCC. Nice give and go there as Denton with the pass from Avery Gregory and a 7-point lead. Nevada Denton says thank you very much. And Gregory playing some nice minutes off the bench here, D'ing up Evans from the right side. Shot off the backboard, no good. Diving attempt to grab it. Unable to by Smith. Smith on the floor with Orozco, Gregory, Strickland, and Evans for YCC. Taking it up the floor now is Wyckoff alongside Denton. Down low is another Gregory, Fairley, and Price. We haven't seen Shannon since she committed that turnover and got taken out of the game. Here's a foul on the far sideline, and it's 19-12, less than a minute into the second quarter. Corner J is in. Gregory having a fantastic second quarter already. It's been a minute. Clock actually didn't start, so they're going to have to fix that. It's been a minute. And Avery Gregory out-dueling Paige Gregory. She's got a bucket and an assist. A nice assist on top of that. Here in the final game of our first day. If you love basketball, this is the place. We've got 8 more tomorrow, and then 4 Friday, and 2 championships to go with a third place men's game and a third place women's game on Saturday. So just 16 more basketball games over the next 3 days for you basketball fiends here in March. And they finally get the clock. It's at 9:04. So Evans will pass it in for YCC. The Lady Centurions at 12-6, averaging 72 a game. Mid-America Christian up in the 82 points per game mark, which is the best of any team in this tournament. Shannon at 14th in points per game with 17 and a half. But we haven't seen her come back in. Taking it up the floor instead is the freshman Sydney Wyckoff, who seemed to replace her as the ball handler here. Great footwork, good passing into Price, and Darby Price makes him pay. 23-12. 8:40 to go in the second quarter. Orozco looking, trying to find something. YCC hasn't scored in about 2 minutes. And that ends off the right hand of Evans. Evans has a couple buckets here tonight. Now 6 points for the senior out of Colorado Springs. And a foul very far from the hoop. And I mentioned it, foul trouble is going to be kryptonite for this Yellowstone team, only playing with a 2-man bench. As Gregory comes back in, out goes Smith. Also in Majesty Pelletier. A ball hawk, like a defensive back reading the eyes of a quarterback. Darielle Evans picks it off, drops it off to her teammate Strickland, who'll take it up the floor. Down by 9, under 8 to go in the first half. Orozco with a jump step. Barking out orders. Nice step over. If that one went in, that would have been interesting. Instead, we'll have a foul on the floor, so it works out as Pelletier gets held. And Darby Price looking at her bench to try to find out what she did wrong. Coming in, Jaden Alley, number 11, the junior, as Denton takes a break. Quickly, this turnover, pass up. Bucket dropped by Fairley. 25-14. And a timeout called by first-year head coach Brandon Rogers. Rogers, the former pro player overseas in the UK. Conference Player of the Year with University of Maine at Augusta. So he's going to talk things over with his team. Under 8 to go in the first half. It's 25-14. Loving the uniforms for the Lady Centurions out of Billings, Montana, with the neon green, trying to keep everyone awake here for this late, about a 9:30 local time action, as a violation called on the offensive Yellowstone Christian College team, and it's back to MacU. Both teams have been pretty cold. Mid-America has made one of their last 6. YCC has made one of their last 7. Both also cold from the three-point line. 2 for 8 for YCC, 1 for 7 for MacU. And the ball goes right back on the offensive foul. 2 fouls for Mid-America. I forgot it resets, pardon me there. 1 foul for YCC this quarter. 5 fouls gets you in the double bonus. And there's a push far from the hoop by Gregory on Pelletier. And I think we'll finally see Shannon check back in. She's gotten some rest. She comes in for Gregory. Seven minutes to go, 11-point game. Another pushing foul. This one comes via Fairley. Bright and early tomorrow, we'll be back at it, 8:30 a.m. for Columbia against Piedmont, a battle of the internationals in the men's consolation, and then Nebraska Christian against Grace at 10:15. Back over to the girls' side as Hiwassee plays Judson at 12. Bluefield plays the loser of this game at 1:45. And we'll jump back to me at 3:30 as Hannibal LaGrange plays Robert Wesleyan in the men's winners bracket. Cedarville against Bluefield at 5:15. Roberts Wesley and the women against Bruton Parker at 7, and the winner of this game against Grace at 8:45. Another full day of action. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. What better way to spend your Thursday than watching some basketball as Shannon comes in and immediately picks up an and one. 27-14 as Alexis Shannon shows her worth. She is the all-time school leader in scoring at the NAIA level, hit her 1,000th career point last month, and here completes the three-point play. Her biggest downside is probably at the free throw line, where she's shooting 71%, but she came through there. Strickland, step back, three, buckets. 28-17 now, as YCC just hanging along. They're just hanging in there. Deep three coming, Wyckoff the freshman, front rim, back rim, offensive rebound, Price puts it back. Good answer there by the senior from Manhattan, Kansas, transfer from Oklahoma Panhandle State. One of 3 transfers on this Evangels team, and a travel called against Pelletier. Quick trigger here as Erickson comes in. Really can't stress it enough how foul trouble cannot happen for this Yellowstone team, and 3 players with 2 fouls right now. They only have 7 players on their team that they brought out here. 3-point, Wyckoff. She missed the last one, she hits this one. 33-17, and I mentioned they didn't have a 3 entering this quarter. Well, now they have one, as Sydney Wyckoff is wet. Evans, pump fake, drives to the right, and she is manhandled by Coleman. A foul goes against the senior from Dallas. That's Coleman's second foul.
Foul on the Evangels, number 10, Shaelin Kaufman, her second, team fifth.
Grace College's head coach Dan Davis here taking notes, seeing who his team is going to face tomorrow in his first second-round game. Friendly roll on the free throw, and it's 33-18.
At the line shooting, Evans.
Good job by Evans, a 74% free throw shooter. Get this one within 14. Looking for a deep 3 there was Jaden Alley. Instead, she drops it off. Good job working it to the corner to Shannon. Down at the elbow. Right back in the corner to Shannon. Short jumper, no good. Rebound nearly pulled down. Orozco at 5'4", just stripped away, though. Kaufman at 5'9", took it away like cookies out of the jar. And this rebound picked up, pinballed around over to Strickland. YCC senior point guard, a transfer from Grace University, also went to Moody Bible Institute. And Strickland picks up a 3. Another tray for Alyssa Strickland, and it's 33-22. Looking for the corner double team. Wyckoff with no options, instead has to drop it off to Alley. Her 3 is no good, picked up by Gregory. Avoids a double team and drops it off back to Strickland. 3 for 6 from behind the arc for Alyssa Strickland today. The 4 for 10 3-point shooting, keeping YCC in this game. Gregory, pump fake, drives hard, off of the backboard. The bank's open late on this Wednesday night, and it's 33-24. Alley from the corner. Pass, strong grab by Shannon, and she goes down. Gregory gives her a high five after. Gregory playing with a little swagger there after making that basket. And we'll see Darby Price come in, or no, about to come out for Ozani. Wow, first free throw, well short from Shannon. She just completed the 3-point play a minute ago. This time looked like she was pulling out early. And Ozani out of Oklahoma City. Last season's all-tournament player here in this championship run for MACU. Comes in, and Shannon goes 0 for 2 from the line, giving YCC a chance to further cut into the deficit. Strickland trying to get someone to go where she wants him to. Defended tightly by Shannon. Mano-a-mano, stripped away. Wyckoff nearly had an open lane and instead gets fouled. That's going to be free throws. Orozco gets called for the foul. She now adds to the team's 2 parade. 5 different Centurions have 2 fouls here with 3:47 left in the first half. And more free throw missing. Wyckoff can't complete. It's 73% free throw shooter. And the bug goes around as it's still a 9-point lead for MACU. There they make it 10. See what Strickland draws up here. Travel. Brandon Rogers, no assistant coaches. He's all by his lonesome with those 2 reserves behind him. Tall task. On the flip side, Hannah Moeller, in her 3rd season, named National Coach of the Year. Was an assistant for MACU under the now Yale head coach, Roman Owen. Went to Southwestern Christian and beat her alma mater in the Central Regional Championship by 17 points, avenging their loss last season after dropping the regional semi to Southwestern Christian and winning the championship as an at-large team.
Basket by Alexis
Shannon
Shannon.
adds to her total. She now has 11. Game high for the superstar junior from Noblesville. Comes back to her home state. Noblesville just about 100 miles away from Winona Lake. Driving from the left, no good. And it goes out of bounds, but stays with the Evangels. Transfer from FAU, played every single minute as an Owl down in Boca Raton. And with the timeout on the floor, 2:58 to go in the first half. We'll be right back.
30-second timeout called by the Centurions.
Kaufman back in the game. Jenna Kaufman, the guard. 5'9", she stands in the bottom left corner, passes it up to the top. It's Wyckoff, the freshman. Good balance between upperclassmen and underclassmen for this Hannah Moeller bunch. And Shannon draws the foul. She'll go back to the line for 2 with 2:43 to go.
Centurions, number 23, Zane Ika, her 3rd. Shooting Alexis Shannon. Checking in for the Centurions, number 5, Isabel Erickson.
Isabel Erickson checks back in for Yellowstone Christian. She's a sophomore, averaging about 2 points a game. Everyone needs to do a little more here, as the score is 37-24. Looking for something, and sometimes your own shot is better than dishing it to someone else, and that time, Daryl Evans found it out the good way. 10 points now for Evans as her team trails by 12. And the foul comes. Oceani Ozani will trek her way to the line, a 67% free throw shooter. Had 27 points and 29 rebounds in the national tournament last season. Gave her an all-tournament honoree. Only had 2, though, in the first-round game. A lot of players for Mid-America Christian didn't have to play too much in this game last year. Ozani only had 2 points. Kaufman only had 2 points. Their superstar All-American Chelsea Savage, their lone starter who graduated, had 2 points, but Shannon had 24 and Fairley had 20. And a lot of bench points, as you would imagine, in a 40-point win. Steal, nearly an open lane foul. Nonetheless, it'll send them back to the line, and they're going to really draw out these last few minutes of the second quarter in the double bonus, as we'll see Wyckoff take some free throws. Orozco now with 3 fouls. Her and Zane Ayeka both have 3 fouls. Both free throws good. 42-26 the score, as Wyckoff makes amends for her missed free throw earlier. Another interception, 17 turnovers for YCC. And 25 points off of turnovers of the 44 for MACU. 1:15 left in the first half, and YCC just trying to get this one into the half. Flailing shot attempt there from Pelletier. Driving with the left, Shannon nearly intercepted by Strickland. Good heads-up play there by one of the bright spots for YCC. Driving down the middle, Orozco, a one-handed floater drops, a teardrop. And Orozco adds 2 to her total, 28 on the team. Orozco responsible for 7 of them, Evans 10, Strickland 9, Ayeka 2. Fourteen team fouls in this first half for YCC. But the free throw shooting could make this more lopsided if they had made 4 more. 8 of 12 from the charity stripe for the Evangels, which, if you're wondering, is just another word for evangelist. I Googled it. 0 for 2 from the line, but an offensive rebound. That is offensive rebound number 12 for Mid-America. 23 on the shot clock, 38 on the game clock, 17 seconds separating them currently. Wyckoff looking for an outlet, gets it over to Alley. And Alley gets a 3-second call against Mid-America down low. So a turnover. They have 12 turnovers, so this has been a turnover fest, 29 combined, but the points off of turnovers, 18-point margin, I should say, more for the Evangels as opposed to the Centurions. 14 on the game clock, shot clock turned off. Orozco can see it. She'll take her time. Down by 16. YCC has a chance to pull it within 14. And a foul? Not on the shot with 0.5 to go, so they waited a little too long. And we're going to have to see what happens. Oh, no, it's the team's 5th, so they're sent it to the line. So a big mistake for Mid-America Christian with 0.9 on the clock. So a pair of freebies for Orozco, who today is taking her first free throw of the game, and it is way off. 78% from the line, second on the team behind Strickland. As Yellowstone just trying to enjoy their best finish in program history. But poor free throws are going to end the first half. 44-28 behind 13 Alexis Shannon points. And as I mentioned, 25 points off of turnovers. We'll be back with the second half of action here in our final game of day 1. Don't go anywhere. This is NCCAA basketball on the nccaa.org. YCC trying to come up with an answer to that turnover, and a foul called on the inside. I think that's the 4th foul of the quarter. So they're now 1 away from the double bonus as Wyckoff comes in for Jessica Fairley. Income pass by Hannah Hayes. Swings left side, Pelletier throws up a prayer, no good. Flying with it is Coleman. Trying to get the lead back to 20. Flies wildly, throws it to Wyckoff. Gets back to Coleman, right side, wide open. But she can't make him pay. Rebound brought in by Evans. Very pesky defense played by MacU. That's why they've got 12 steals. Strickland misses on a 3. She was trying to heat check there. Now closing in on Coleman, and the foul called, which prevents the easy layup by Shannon. Strickland gets called. That's her 3rd foul. Now 4 players with 3 fouls and 1 with 4 for YCC. This could get into a danger zone coming with only 7 players, and Isabel Erickson getting ready to check in. She doesn't have any fouls. Free throw shooting, been a bit of a problem. 8 for 14, nearing 50%. As Mid-America as a team only shooting 69% from the line. Out goes Hayes, in comes Erickson, and the second free throw up and good. Strickland gets fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Unless they miscounted the fouls. Darby Price comes in along with Lorelei Salina, and it was, I guess, the 4th foul of the team, so they're 1 away from the bonus now. 5:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pelletier posts up and travels. 19th turnover today for the girls in green and black. Wyckoff gets a shake off by her teammate Coleman inside to Price. No good offensive rebound. Bullying down low, Darby Price. 56-36, back to 20. Another travel. Here on Kessler Court in the home of Grace College in Winona Lake. Right back at it early tomorrow morning. Dean Jackson will be on the call for first 4 tomorrow. I'll be back for the final 4, literally and figuratively, as the men and the women have 4 left here for the semifinals. These 2 teams battling to see who will take on Grace. If the score holds, we'll have the top 4 seeds in the men's side and 1, 2, 3, and 5 in the women's side, dueling for a chance to meet Saturday afternoon in the national championship game for a chance to hoist the banner, the coveted banner. Free throws are good. Coleman gets called for the foul, and she gets instantly subbed out for Jenna Kaufman. Strickland's been the brightest spot, 12 points and a whistle. So now I think they're going to send him to the free throw line. This is definitely more than 5 fouls, but they won't send them to the free throw line yet, which is a bit puzzling. I guess they're calling that the 4th foul now. 4:25, now both teams in the bonus officially. Long shot, oh, it fell for Evans. Even she's looking at her hands saying that was magic. Evans with 12, Strickland with 12, the team's leaders. Deep shot by Selenia. Offensive rebound, Price will go to the line. Oh, maybe she won't, pardon me, it goes the other way. NYCC will go to the line. Price gets called for the foul.
At the line shooting, Zane Aika.
Zane Aika. Three points now. Adds an assist as well, as it's now 59-40. Foul called, and free throws are coming. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter, and both teams are in the bonus.
Fouls the Cherries, number 25, Alyssa Strickland, her 4th.
Strickland now has 4 fouls. Just gonna add a little bit of strategy now to Brandon Rogers' game because she's been their best scorer. 4 3-pointers for Strickland, all for scoring. She's missed her other 3 shots and has missed 4 threes as well. 60-40. Not quite the 40-point blowout of last season, but a sizable lead so far. Selenia, 62-40. Timeout called by YCC. And we'll take a break as well. Be right back on the NCCAA network.
Full timeout called by Centurions.
.330 left in the first half. Top of the key, 3, just short. And a nice put in. Lorelei Selenia again, back-to-back buckets for Selenia, and it's 64-40. Now a foul will send more free throws coming towards Darielle Evans' way.
Foul on the Evangelos, number 25, Lorelei Lykoff. Lorelei Salika.
Evans follows through there, 64-41. Two Centurions in foul trouble. Strickland takes a seat. Orozco flirting with the damage. Denton gets it down low, swung to the outside. Kaufman for three, no good. Offensive rebound. Price is feasting tonight. Make sure to stock the fridge for her tomorrow, as Mid-America will have a tall task against Grace College. Price 6 points. Now 8 points, pardon me, in only 8 minutes. Three, Orozco. Bucket! She also wanted the foul, didn't get it nonetheless. Orozco picks up her first three since the first minute of the game. Price down low, settles for the J, no good. Hanging rebound by Selenia. Tapped back to Kaufman. Down low, Selenia. In for two, off the glass. Anna Moeller is getting an explanation from the head judge. Evans ready to inbound the ball in front of her bench with 1:50 to go. Might be fixing the clock. Yeah, they are. They're fixing the shot clock. "20 seconds in the possession, 1:50 in the game clock here in the third quarter. Orozco, a huge range three. Offensive rebound, Evans. Right back into the free shooting senior who drops one in from about 16 feet. 68-46 or 47, I believe. We get confirmation, it's 68-46. Hayes now with 4 fouls, and a grimace on Brandon Rogers. Still another 11 minutes to play. And Selenia adding up the point total. She now has 7. Contributes on 1 of 2 for the 76% free throw shooter, as Isabel Erickson comes in for the Centurions. Out goes Hannah Hayes with her 4 fouls. Rogers is basically pleading to the referee. He is saying, I only have 2 bench players. You can't foul out my whole team. And yet we're going to have another foul. Oh boy. 1:14 to go in the third. Now 3 fouls on this Centurion. Or excuse me, this one called against Mid-America, pardon me there. And so Orozco is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Ooh, all but in. 69-46 the score. And Orozco, who's 0 for 2 from the line today, finally puts one through. I truly wonder what would happen if 3 players fouled out for Yellowstone. 3 seconds call down low for Price. I guess we'd see 5 on 4. Got 11 minutes to find out, folks. As Orozco is going to use some head fakes to try to get around the freshman. Veteran against youth here, the 2 point guards, as it's dropped off to Ayeka. Erickson looking for something nearly stolen away by Denton. Well, Alexis Shannon has had some time to rest. She'll be fueled for tomorrow. She's got a towel on her head. 20 minutes played for the star junior. And they've got a whole day until tomorrow night's 8:45 game. Good handles here from Orozco against Avery Gregory, the junior. 2 seconds on the shot clock, bounces off the rim, gets her back is Ayeka. 3 seconds separate the shot in the game. Driving Evans, no good. Stays with YCC. Shot clock probably should have reset there, so we'll see if they turn it off. On that last shot attempt, 27 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. Thought it hit the rim at that last second, but I guess not. As we see Shelby Thrailkill come in. Thrailkill had 3 points in the regional championship win over Southwestern Christian. And we've got another stoppage. They inbounded it from the wrong spot. So it goes into Orozco. 3 seconds separate the game and the shot clock. A lot of frustration from the face of Brandon Rogers. Down on the YCC bench, and the foot steal by Denton as she was coming down from the jump, kicks it away. And the foul from Ayeka will be her 4th, with 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kaufman's free throw is good. Only 2 points in the first half for Jenna Kaufman. She only has 2 points here in the second half as well. Rebound brought down by Ayeka, who's playing with 4 fouls, along with Orozco with 4. Hayes and Strickland also have 4. And that'll end the third quarter. 70-47 as we head to the fourth. Well, it's been a day filled with basketball here in Winona Lake, Indiana. Daniel Gilman welcoming you back into this NCCAA basketball broadcast. The national championships brought to you by NCCAA as Nevada Denton continues this thrailing and thrashing of the number 1 seed against the number 8 seed. We've seen both number 1 seeds take care of business today, men's and women, as the men's side has stayed suit. 1 through 4 advances to the semis. An upset earlier as Grace absolutely throttled Bluefield in the ladies' side of the bracket, and they are the 5 seed. So besides that, it looks to be in suit with 1, 2, 3, and 5. Here it's going to be a little interesting to see how these 9 minutes go if the referees do not swallow their whistles. And the foul called here as Gregory brings down Evans.
Foul on the Evangels.
So Yellowstone, if you're just joining us, only has 7 players. They're losing by 26, and they have 4 players with 4 fouls. 5 fouls is an ejection. Strickland, one of those 4 players, hands it off. Evans looks from 3. Instead, it goes over to Pelletier, her 3-pointer off. Brought down by Rebecca Wilson, sophomore forward, whose pass intercepted in the corner, intended for Gregory. Looking to drive Strickland. She draws the foul. Goes against Denton, and she'll go to the line. .8:47 to go in this game. Hope you've enjoyed this day-long broadcast of NCCAA basketball. We'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 8:30. Consolation tip. Back-to-back consolation games before the Final Four sets the stage. And we see the men and the women do battle with a spot in the championship on the line. Mid-America trying to repeat as national champions right here on this stage. And they have started their 2019 chase for glory with a solid start. 73-48 the score. Stripped away, taken away. Hannah Hayes with the steal. She's playing with 4 fouls. Picked up her dribble. Evans gets it over to Hayes. Hayes is fouled. Man, these refs really calling everything. Making sure that everyone knows that the score does not matter in the eyes of justice. As Osiani Ozani checks in, along with Shelby Thrailkill. Orozco for 3, it went over the backboard. And a dead ball. It would be incredible if YCC goes 8 minutes here without anyone fouling out. 4 on the floor right now are flirting with 4 fouls. As Ozani, they could just do that, just let them score. Ozani comes through quickly with the 2-pointer. The forward now with 6 points. And right back, these 2 teams trading buckets. Dario Evans makes it 75-50. She now has 16 points to lead the team, 1 shy of the overall game lead that Alexis Shannon has. Nearly a travel there by Thrailkill. It gets worked around to Allie, right side, Denton for 3. Nevada Denton hit that one from Reno as she now has 4 threes. Strickland trying to combat it. Offensive rebound, Hayes, she puts it, no, it can't fall. And Hannah Hayes fouls out. That's the first. Uh-oh. So YCC has room for 1 more player to foul out here with 7 minutes to go. I don't know if Brandon Rogers has any more eligibility. Maybe our fantastic producer, director, cameraman, Chase. No eligibility for Chase either. I never played college basketball, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. I don't have any neon green on me. As a jump ball is called and possession arrow goes to YCC. So there's a controversial decision, but the refs do not call it a foul, instead a jump ball. And we're under 7 minutes to go. We're at the point here where the final score is trivial. I just want to know how many players are going to be on the court when 000s hit. Ayeka, good pass. Evans for three, airballs it. No, it hit the bit of the rim, which enables Orozco to pick up the rebound. It hit the rim, but the clock didn't reset. And a foul down low called against Mid-America. That one goes against Shelby Thrailkill, the sophomore.
Number 4, Shelby Thrailkill.
Just about 10:30 here on the East Coast. Strickland, nice crossover step to the corner. Pelletier draws contact. It's a blocking foul. So it's actually Mid-America who has picked up a bunch of fouls here in the fourth quarter. I believe that's their fourth foul, putting YCC in the bonus. It was a shooting foul. And we'll see Pelletier. She's 1 for 6 from the field, taking her first free throw of this game. 4 points now for Majesty. 75% free throw shooter this season. 2 for 2. 78-52. Alley inside to Fairley. Ozani with the no look up and under. That's a nice play there for the OKC native. Pass goes deflected off of Maciu. 5:50 to go. Evans looking. Orozco hands it off. She holds. Senior guard with a spin, an extra step. No good. Ozani picks up the rebound. Running down the right flank is Fairley. No foul call. That could have been Strickland's fifth. In the corner, pass down low to Ozani. She's dominated the last few minutes, and a travel's called against the forward. Man, Strickland needs to play a little bit more careful than that. They know what's on the line. One more player available, Isabel Erickson, and there are 3 on the court with 4 fouls. Orozco, one of them. Wow, what a drop there. Showing off her variety of shots as the senior from La Quinta, California, named first team all-region, picks up her 12th bucket. Pelletier strips away the shot. It's 80-54. Orozco's running. Tries the bank one. Under 5 minutes, going the other way. Oh, back in the game is Shannon. Didn't expect to see her. 3-point play for Alexis Shannon as Evans picks up her 3rd foul. Shannon now with 19, 9, and 5 steals today. And we're going to get our media timeout here and take a break. 54-82 with 4:45 to go in the fourth on NCCAA. Everyone a bit loopy out here as one of the players on Mid-America, Rebecca Wilson, was already in the game. She went to go check back into the game, forgot she was in as Shannon's three-point play unable to be completed. She's not too happy with herself there. Orozco over to Evans. Back to Orozco, the two-man group for YCC so far in this one. Strickland's been pretty quiet this quarter, but contributes with the and one. 82-56 as Strickland now has 15. Strickland 1 for 2 from the line. Make it 2 for 3. Fairly in the corner, defended by Pelletier. They're going to have to play some soft defense with all these players with 4 fouls. Offensive rebound number 21. What a number. Deep three, alley off the front of the rim. Brought in by Pelletier, stripped away easily. Fairley just stole her candy and her lunchbox, and it's 84-57. Evans looks to take the three. Backs it away and hands it off to Strickland. 3:35 to go in this ball game. A runner from Evans is good. No look pass inside to Wilson, right corner. Thrailhill to the outside. Alley decides against shooting. Honestly, YCC has done a fantastic job defending with the 4 fouls. They haven't let much down low. And the three from Shelby Thrailkill, one of those buckets that gets the bench fired up. 3 from Evans, no good. Offensive rebound. Ayeka gets her own rebound and gets pulled down. She'll go to the line. When all is said and done, Yellowstone will finish with their best record in program history. Last season, they finished as the 8th place team. They'll look to get a win here tomorrow or Friday. Here's the second free throw from Zane Ayeka. She's 2 for 3 from the line today. Make it 3 for 4. 87-60. Oh, strong pass inside to Fairley. Don't tell Selena what the score is as she gets bumped down low. And that is Evans's 4th foul.
Foul, Centurions number 3, Daryl Evans. 3rd, 4th.
So Erickson is in the game. They gave Pelletier a break, and Brandon Rogers is sitting next to the fouled out Hannah Hayes. In the corner, alley, from the alley. 90 points. It's a fireworks show today from Mid-America Christian. 2:25 to go. Stepping into it is Strickland. She misses off to the right. Selena. Strong mop-up time. 7 points, 2 rebounds for Lorelei. And Rebecca Wilson has the bench fired up as well. It's like batting practice at this point for the Evangels. Nearly stolen away by Thrailkill. Mid-range jumper, a little strong. Brought down, Selena, stripped away. What are they gonna call? Now Erickson has some fouls to give, but I don't believe there's a foul on that play. I think it stays with YCC. .151 to go. Travel goes against Erickson. 92-60. Rebound brought down by Evans. Just about 3 possessions remaining if each team takes the time. Final game, day 1. Kicking off our NCCAA championship. From the corner, Orozco with some swag. She started this one off with a 3. She might as well end it with one. 17 points now for Karen Orozco as Fairley tries to respond. She can't. Ayeka out to Orozco. Nice hesitation. Stop and go, and she's got 19. 92-65. And regardless, YCC will come away with a better finish than last season in this matchup against the defending champs Evangels. Thrailkill for 3. Short. 41 seconds to go. Orozco begging for it. The senior with her days numbered. It's Evans, finds the ball right back. Too strong, offensive rebound, Erickson. Shot clock is off, and she gets fouled. 25.9 to go. And the sophomore from Wolf Point, Montana will go to the line. So the bracket is all but set. For the women's side, 2 versus 3, Bruton Parker against Roberts Wesleyan. And Grace against Mid-American. For the men's side, 2 versus 3, Roberts Wesleyan against Hannibal LaGrange. And Cedarville against Bluefield. The consolation games, the first 4 tomorrow. Final 4 for each side, the final 4 tomorrow. 8 seconds, 7, and YCC has gotten out of this, dropping it only by 26. And all things considered, a strong showing for the ladies from Montana, as it's a final. 19 points for Shannon, 19 for Orozco. The 2 superstars do battle, and both will come back tomorrow. It's a final, 92-66. A long day of basketball. Hope you've enjoyed it. For Chase Niedig and Turbo Sports, I'm Daniel Gilman, wishing you a fantastic night. Hope to talk to you again tomorrow for the Final 4 here from the NCCAA Basketball Championships in Winona Lake, Indiana on the nccaa.org.